That's how you sync sound.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Don't look at the camera. Fucking jack off. Get off your phone.
Suck it, nerd.
You suck it, nerd. What's your name?
My name is Patrick Dalton.
How old are you?
I am 26 years old.
How long are you, Nanny? God damn!
I believe I've known Trevor Johnson for 3 years. Let's say around 3 years.
Alright.
Jesus, that's a long time.
This is a long time.
That's gonna stink.
God damn it.
You're stuck with me for however long this takes.
Yeah, exactly.
I serve tables in the morning and I moonlight as a comedian in the evening. That's what I do.
How long have you been doing comedy for?
About as long as I've known you. Almost literally as long as I've known you. Almost 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my jacket off because this zipper keeps fucking
Dude, you
rattling.
can take
on
it
the
all
chair,
off if you want. They can't see, but I can. And I'm feeling good about it.
Feeling pretty good.
Feeling frisky. I'm startled. And, startled for me is a euphemism for being aroused.
Oh, okay.
Well, you startled me. Oops.
Whoopsies.
Oops. I don't know. You startled me. I started doing improv.
Before comedy?
Yes. A friend of mine and I started doing improv. And my friend had been writing jokes, apparently, in like a notebook and listening to comedy. And he was like, he considered himself to be a comedy nerd. So through the improv, we met a man named James. James told us about the stand-up comedy here on Monday nights. And we came out. My friend didn't have a car, so I was driving him. And we came out. I guess this sounds kind of conceited, but I mean, like, I knew I could do it. I did it because I felt like I could do it. It just felt right. I don't know how else to explain it, but so my friend ended up doing comedy that night. He did it for a couple weeks, and then I went up on stage after I had peaked the game. I went up on stage after a couple weeks at a place called North Star, the Pizza Bar. Well, North Star was open for a lot longer than I had expected, given the way that the establishment just generally was.
If you could describe North Star, how would you describe it?
A shit show. North Star.
Get more details for if.
North Star was like the kind of place where you went knowing you were going to do something. And then when you walked in, nobody else in there knew you were going to do what you knew you were going to do. And not only that, but they didn't care. And not only did they not care, but here's my idea about art as a whole. Like, if you go to a place and something artistic is happening, you do your best to accommodate the art or the artist. North Star was not like that. North Star was kind of like, who's this goddamn idiot up here talking about jacking off? God damn it, get off the stage. I came to this shitty bar so I could forget who I was for a couple of hours, get drunk, and go home to my wife, who I don't even want to be next to for more than a certain few minutes. They would drink and they wouldn't laugh. It was great.
It's a really vivid description.
It was great. I mean, I wouldn't give North Star away for the life of me. Like, going from the absolute, because I mean, I guess that's the concept of the idea of hitting rock bottom. You know what I mean? Like, once you hit the bottom, the only way to go is up. And North Star almost literally represented the bottom, you know? And it's also one of those places where if you walked up at North Star and did well, did you feel good? Of course not. It's North Star. You know it doesn't matter. But I mean, getting stage time and getting like chops and being involved with that like character. But yeah, I mean, that type of stuff, I think it's necessary to be good. You know, to be really good.
My bad. I get man.
It's never not going to be like that. You're never going to meet somebody who is like a savant. You know what I mean? Who doesn't have some sort of strange ass quirk to them. That's just the name of the game. You know, and that even goes for somebody like Chris Buck or somebody like me or anybody who has the ability or talent to progress and persevere and be successful. I mean, that's just the way that it is. There's always going to be, I mean, it's a balance. That's what your life is. It's all a balance. And the more that you put on one side of the scale, the more that life tends to balance it out, you know, and find some sort of equilibrium.
So you think you have that drive? You believe you have the drive to be an all-time great?
Absolutely. I mean, you got to fucking kill me. I mean, I'm not, you know, I mean, until I'm gone, I'm not going to stop doing it, you know? And the idea of success, if you ask me, really is something that you create for yourself, like boundaries, you know, and obstacles. All those things are created from inside of who you are. You know what I mean? Like all the things and the inadequacies that you see yourself as, or that you possess, the things that you think you don't have, who you aren't, all those things come from inside yourself. It's perceived to be exterior, but it's not. All that stuff comes from who you are as a person. You know, that's where we live in certain aspects of our life. Maybe that's not the majority. And honestly, with all due respect, I do think it's the majority. I really do. But maybe it's not, you know, and that's fine. And the last thing I want is to have a bleak outlook on existence. But the truth is that we do live in a time where complacency is abound. And it's easy to get comfy because a warm blanket's always going to fucking keep you warm. You know, it's tough to walk outside in wintertime with no fucking clothes on and figure it out. It's easy to stay inside around the fire, you know? And I think we live in a time where a lot of people are sitting in the living room, like just listening to the fucking embers crackle, you know what I mean? So it really is like a strange place to be, especially doing this, because you don't need to do much to get what you want out of this. Like, I don't need to be the best comedian of all time in order to do this, you know? But I'm not gonna like, stop until it gets to that point, you know? Like, that's just how I am.
So, if you had, and I guess this will probably be the thing that ends it, maybe a little more after this. If you had a deeper, do you think that your comedy connects to a deeper philosophy about yourself?
I think that I have a deeper philosophy about life, and I would hope that my comedy expresses that. And I would hope that regardless of what it is that I'm talking about on stage in particular, the overall theme lasts, you know? And I would like to think that ultimately when everything is said and done, that the way that I think about life and the way that I feel as a human being is portrayed when I'm on stage, you know?
And if you had to put that idea of what you think about life into a few words, what would that be?
It would be that there is no separation, we're all connected.
That's it.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
There you go.